happy to be here. You guys, as we know how things happen, I'm speaking today and I lost my voice. So you have my suave voice today. So especially made for you. No, but I want to say that I'm super happy to be here. I can hook you up with some chocolate if you want to. I'm from Belgium, the chocolate land. So that was a little PS. Now, super excited to be here. Why? Because in this moment in my life, I told Haley this is the perfect talk for me because everything is about feeling our best, us feeling amazing, us not losing ourselves, us taking care of ourselves, right? That's what it's all about right here. Let me take WhatsApp off my computer because I hear things. And why is it just perfect? Because myself didn't take care of who I was. I only took care of my business and forgetting me. And if you're all here, probably you're pretty the same. You do a lot for your business, for others, for your family, for everyone. And then for yourself, you're like, what? Me? No. Well, please do take care of yourself because I was in a pretty dark place, not like a depression, but a dark place because I had aches all over my body. I didn't eat well. Therefore, it hits mentally. We all know it. So I took a few months well, not a few months. It's been like 1 or 2 months, finally stepping into me getting better physically and in a healthy way so my mindset can follow. So that's very important. And today I'm also talking about a thing that's really related to why I felt that way, but I'm going to tell you that in a little bit. So first, I have a few questions for you. So have you ever felt like you never stand out? You never stand out of any crowd, or you blend at the most, you blend in, or you feel kind of invisible. And it seems like every other entrepreneur, woman, mom you follow online is so unique and is just crushing it. You actually feel kind of behind and you have no clue why people aren't noticing you and what you do. Well, let me tell you, I have a solution for you, and it's called building a brand called you. So what do I mean by that? You probably heard it, but I really want you to take it in. I'm talking about creating a true personal brand. I know you're probably wondering, why should I build a personal brand when I can just be myself? Well, you know what? That's the right mindset to have. You should always be yourself because people can see through fakes and wannabes. However, being yourself is not enough these days. It's amazing, but we can step it up. So in order to make sure people notice you, you need to work on creating a personal brand. And why did I say that it was related to what I was living? My personal brand is I work on self-image, I work on confidence, and I work on personal branding. That's my thing. I was a stylist, a model agent. I always worked in communications. So I'm all about putting the people I work with in front and them feeling like badasses, like leaders, like experts, like just amazingness. But what did I do? Because a lot of my clients asked me on one part, image confidence and personal branding. On the other part, I got a lot of requests for business. But I'm a business coach, but that's not what I wanted the world to know about me. And I let that sip into a lot of my content, a lot of my of myself out there. And therefore, I forgot about my core business. So my personal brand, my core business, my personal brand. So I put out a lot of content around business, around marketing, around all of that. That is not my core business. And me not being healthy, feeling drained, having aches in my body, plus not following who I am as a personal brand took a toll on me. So that's why it's so important for me today to talk about this. I went into a direction that was led by what I thought my clients wanted and needed the most, and forgetting why they hired me in the first place. So I really want to be honest and transparent with you that this can happen without you noticing it. But now, what is a personal brand? Well, a personal brand is the combination of your values, your strength, your experiences, your passions, and your personality. It's all of the things that make you unique, that makes you different from another person. So your personal brand is the image that you present to the world, whether it's online, whether it's in person. And it's what people think of you when they see your face or hear your name. And it can have such a big impact on your career, your business, and your personal life. Remember my story? It had a real impact on my personal life, on my well-being too. So don't forget about all the things that you are. Your personal brand is what sets you apart. So put some thought into your personal brand. It could be the difference between being invisible and being unforgettable, being unstoppable, being confident. So here are 4 reasons why you should start working on building a personal brand. And before I go into that, thank you, Tiffany, for saying that she loves my pink and loves my glasses. Why am I stopping on this? Because all of this is my personal brand. My glasses, me without my glasses, I actually feel naked. Me without big glasses, me without being energetic and having fun and being humorous and even wearing bright pink, and maybe it's not seen as professional. Well, I don't care because it's actually my personal brand. So I wanted to say thank you for the compliment, but also taking that into the whole personal branding thing. So, but now going back to the 4 reasons why you should build a personal brand. You might know them, but I don't care because I really want you to hear them. It makes you more visible. In today's day and age, we're constantly bombarded with content, right? There's so much noise online that it's hard to get noticed unless you have a personal brand. A personal brand makes you more visible and allows you to cut through the noise. So when people know who you are and what you stand for, they are so much more likely to pay attention to what you say and what you do. 2, it allows you to be yourself. When you have a personal brand, you are just you, right? You don't have to pretend to be someone you're not or fit into a mold. You can just be you and people will love you for it. And if they don't, they're not your people. And that's not a big loss. They're someone else's people. Very good. 3, it attracts the right opportunities. When you have a personal brand, you attract better opportunities and possibilities come to you. The right opportunities come to you because you are known for something specific, whether it's your knowledge, your expertise, whether it's an energy, whether it's the way you talk, whether it's how you talk, for whatever, but you're known for something. For example, another thing, if you're known as an expert on social media marketing, you are more likely to be approached by companies or brands who need help with their social media, right? Okay, number 4, it allows you to charge what you're worth. I'm going to repeat that. It allows you to charge what you're worth. When you have a personal brand, people are willing to pay for more for your services or products. This is because you are known for something specific and people trust that you can deliver on what you promise. And that's the thing that brings us to my next point. Okay, fine, Jessie, I hear you say, but what do I need to focus on start building a personal brand? Well, I saw the 5 A's and I just loved it. I saw it somewhere without any explanation. So I took the 5 A's, but I made it my own. I put an explanation on there where there was none. That's why I don't even remember where I saw it. So I didn't invent the 5 A's. I read it. So, but I thought those 5 A's were something I was able to explain so much about personal branding that I wanted to share it today. So, are you ready? Let's see some energy first. Are you ready to have the 5 A's and know what to focus on? Okay. Woo, woo. Yeah, I see some hands. Happy. So the first A is authenticity. The second, authority. I'm going to repeat them, right? The third, aspiration. The fourth, affinity. And the fifth, artisanat. You'll see, all of it will be explained. So number 1, authenticity. And while there are many different elements to a personal brand, to personal branding, authenticity is, for me, the most important one. Simply put, being authentic means being true to oneself. It means being honest about one's skills and your experience, and it means presenting yourself in a genuine way. In an age of social media and online networking, it can be tempting to put a polished way of being, a kind of fake version of ourselves. It's easy, right? However, this often backfires as people nowadays can see through the facade, and it creates like a sense of distrust, like, On the other hand, when we are authentic, we are much more likely to build trust with others and create long-lasting relationships. Therefore, if you are serious about building a personal brand, make sure authenticity is at the heart of your strategy. Now, the second A, authority. Authority is one of the key components of a strong personal brand. Authority is the perception that you are an expert in your field. Because remember, perception is key. Yes, you have to know your shit. Of course, you have to know your shit. But you only have to be one level 10% better than your client. Once you know more, you can teach, right? Like I said, of course, you really have to know your shit and you keep studying it. But it's the perception that you are an expert in your field and are not talking bullshit. So it can be established through things like your media mentions, awards, speaking engagements. But much more than that, it can also be built simply by consistently putting out high quality content. The key is to establish yourself as a thought leader in your industry. This will make people more likely to trust you and do business with you, and it will also make you more attractive to potential clients or employers, whatever you are in your journey. 3, aspiration. Aspiration is an important part of personal branding because it helps you set yourself apart from the competition. When you aspire to something, you are setting yourself apart from others who may not have the same goal. For example, if you aspire to be a successful entrepreneur, you are differentiating yourself from people are um, who are putting out content to work with someone else. Aspiration is also a key ingredient in setting and achieving goals. By having a clear aspiration, you can better focus your efforts and stay motivated even when times are tough. By setting ambitious goals, you are showing that you are not content with mediocrity. Aspiration also demonstrates confidence. Of course, aspiration is not only about setting goals, it's also about taking action. To achieve your aspirations, you need to put in the hard work required to reach your targets. And finally, sharing your aspirations with others can help to create opportunities and connect with like-minded people. So in today's competitive world, personal branding is essential for success. Number 4, affinity. Affinity is the feeling of liking or being in harmony with someone or something. In context of personal branding, affinity refers to the positive emotional connection that people feel towards a brand. This can be achieved in a number of ways, including by sharing values, exceeding customers' expectations, and creating a strong brand identity. When done well, affinity can lead to brand loyalty, not just from individual customers, but also from partners, employees, other stakeholders. And in today's competitive market, creating a strong emotional connection with your target audience is more important than ever. By building affinity, you can create a loyal following of clients, potential customers, and advocates who will help spread your brand message far and wide. Then we have the famous word that I said, the famous word. It's not the way I said it, I'm like, the famous word. Okay, it's just because it's a French word and I'm not English speaking. So the way I say it is very French and not English wise. So I don't know if I even say it correctly. Artisanal, I don't know how to say it in English, guys. Whatever. Artisanat, oh, whatever. It's relatively a new term that is often used in the context of personal branding. It's actually, well, a French word, I said it, and it means craftsmanship. So how I would say it in French is artisanat. So I hope you understand my French better than my English. But oh well, as you see, I love laughing and it's part of my personal brand and I love making fun of myself, but you can always correct me when I'm saying something that is way out there. So, but it means craftsmanship. And so in the context of personal branding, it refers to the process of creating or acquiring unique skills and knowledge in order to stand out. In a world where everyone has access to the same information and the same tools, it is increasingly important to find ways to differentiate yourself. And one way to do this is by becoming an expert in a particular field or developing a rare skill or skill set. And by doing so, you can make yourself more attractive, more magnetic. You can create more impact to potential customers, to your future employer if you're not a business owner. And in addition, artisanat can help you build a strong personal brand that will make you more memorable and desirable. Therefore, if you're looking to set yourself apart from the competition, artisanat is an important part of personal branding. So if you're not working on building a personal brand, now is the time to start. It will help you become more visible, attract better opportunities, and charge what you are worth. So another thing that I really, really wanted to tell you guys is there are the 5 A's that include everything that is the 5 A's is everything of personal branding. Every step you need to take to build a personal brand. But now I want to give you some more actionable steps, because now this was quite broad. The 5 A's are quite broad. I want to give you some other tips so that you can think of what is my next step. So yay for A for action. Yes, yes. Okay. What I want you to do is rewrite your own skills, because we forget about some skills. I'm going to give you an example. A skill of mine is dancing. It has nothing to do with my business, right? Nothing. But that's a skill of mine. I was a dancer. So how do I approach dancing with my personal brand? Well, on my stories, normally, I'm going to start again. Remember, I was in a dark place, but on Monday, I do a Monday dance to hype up my people, to hype up the people who need that energy, because that's part of my personal brand. So it's a skill that I have that is not part of my business skills, but it's part of my values, hyping people up, making people be okay with being ridiculous. Like, I dance, so what? I'm not 16 anymore, but still. And I made it part of my brand. So that's what I wanted to say. Write down all your skills, not only your business skills, not only your professional skills, not only your intelligence skills, but maybe you were good at soccer. And then with soccer, you can take great metaphors and bring them into your business, or give anecdotes when you were a soccer player. Bring things that light you up, skills that you have, and bring them into your world. And that's a game changer. Also, figure out what you love to do, who you love to do things for. So instead of thinking, who is my niche? Who should I be talking to? I might go against so many people here, and it might be an unpopular opinion, but my opinion for building your personal brand is to figure out who you love doing things for, and that's your people. So I'm not going to be talking to people who judge me because I dance at 40 years old, and that I wear bright pink, and that I left my ass off with myself. Those are not my people. And so I really know, and I'm that way because I want to be surrounded and work with people that I love being around with myself. Well, that was bad English, but you got me. Another thing that I want you to do, a third action step. So remember, the first one is write down all your skills. Second, figure out who you love to do things for. 3, listen to what everyone else is saying. So if a lot of people in your niche are saying that, think about, how can I say it in another way? How can I approach it in a new way so it's not same old, same old? So it's a little bit of thinking, and it's a little bit of researching, but it can bring your personal brand and your expertise and your leadership to a new level. Oh, thank you, Haley. Haley saying, and can we just acknowledge that you are doing this in your third language? That's true, because I'm actually Dutch speaking and French speaking, and English is my third language. Thank you, Haley. And the other thing, what do you do differently? For example, again, I'm going to give my example because it's easier. Self-image, confidence, personal branding. My shit, right? What do I do differently? Well, I was a model agent. Therefore, I can teach my clients how to pose for their business pictures, how to feel comfortable in front of a camera, how to dress because I'm a stylist, how to dress for their body, what colors to wear if they want to go on camera. Well, all of those things make me different from someone else who does the same. But even if I didn't have that life, what else could make me different? I was a dancer. Oh, I speak other languages. Oh, I love laughing. It could be simple things. It could, oh, I love to cook. I don't love to cook. I'm just saying this for someone who loves to cook. So therefore, you can shoot videos while you're cooking, like build a personal brand with your passions. And then put it all together in a few sentences for yourself. And from those sentences, you can create a whole world, your personal brand. And from those sentences, you can add adjectives and you can simplify it. And then after a while, you'll know what you stand for and you'll know who you are as a personal brand. And the other thing is make people want more, make people want to come back and say, oh, I want to hear Tiff again. Oh, I want to hear Angela again. Oh, I want to hear and see and feel and taking the content, that's what you get to do. So let me ask you, what are you waiting for? Start building your brand, your personal brand today. So that's my training today. And I'm so happy because I'm in the time frame. And I was like, I'm going to be the time frame today. I'm going to be the time frame. So really, what are you waiting for? That's my question. Take action steps today or tomorrow, really. And then I don't know if you saw it, but I have a freebie for you that is, I'm so excited about this freebie because it's 3 freebies in one. It's like really amazing. It's how to be on camera, how to take your own personal brand and bring it online. So Haley has the link. I can put it in there also. And I also have another thing, you guys, that I decided last week. It's for everyone, but nobody knows yet. I'm going to do a 30-day TikTok and Reels challenge about how to create your photos, how to create a personal brand picture-wise. So I'm going to teach you everything I taught the models and everything I teach my clients in 30 days on TikTok or Reels. So yeah, I'm super excited. So you just have to follow me on TikTok or on Instagram. And the 30-day challenge starts October 1st, so this Saturday. So that's pretty much it. I'm super excited and I'm like red in the face. Haley knows that I'm always pumped up and excited and I cannot hide it. So yeah. How do we follow on IG? I'm going to put my IG in there. If you have a sec. Instagram. I'm going to put the link in immediately. Where is my Instagram profile? And copying it. And here it is. I just put it in the, whoo, I'm excited. Thank you guys for letting me present the personal branding training. I got so excited about this because it really is the future of who we are as a person. If we have a business, or even if we're an employer and we want to step up our game or find a new job, it's like for everyone, everywhere, at any time in your life. I really want to repeat that. It's not only for business owners, it's really for your personal life, for your business, for everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Know that I enjoyed it. Thank you, Haley, so much for having me.